Do you want to see this in your Jhin games? Yo, what is up? And welcome to another Wild Rift video. And in today's video, we're immediately going to be getting into a game. And let me tell you right now, guys. I'm not going to show you the build, because I have a lot of Jhin videos where I showed you how to build Jhin. It's still the same. Just look up HellsDevil Jhin and check out my recent 2 or 3 Jhin videos. It's always going to be the same build. Basically the energized build. But let me tell you right now. Oh my god, I'm gonna deal so much damage this game. I am just gonna deal so much damage, and regardless of this being a win or a loss, you take your popcorn right now, warm up your popcorn in the microwave, because we're in the early game, but take your popcorn, put it in the microwave, and wait for 2 minutes. Because, oh baby, I'm gonna be wreaking havoc on the enemies with Jhin today. And just to remind you guys, I am doing a skin giveaway, giving away 10 legendary skins. All you have to do to enter is put down a comment under the video. So Jhin, guys. The champion sucks, I know. And I'm not gonna sugarcoat Jhin. Even as a Jhin main myself, I'm a Jhin main. He's not good, he just sucks. But there are still ways to make him work, even though he sucks. And work as in really work. I have a, how much is my win rate on Jhin? Like what? I think it's like 60 or 61%, which is pretty good. It's pretty good. My Jhin win rate is around 60 or 61% in high elo, so that's pretty good. So let's talk about how to play Jhin, guys. And you know what the beauty is with my build? Normally Jhin is only an early mid-game champion and he becomes useless in the late game. Normally. I missed. But with my build, Jhin is strong in the late game as well. You're basically sacrificing his early game a little bit, and then late game he becomes a monster. Like, he's genuinely not bad in the late game. He's not even average. He is good. I'm seriously telling you, Jhin is good. Oh, there we go. Jhin is good in the late game with this build. So the only thing that I've changed up in my build is my second rune. Oh, look at this. Using my barrier to bait him, and he wasted his flash. So the only thing that changed about Jin's build is using Triumph. I'm preferring Triumph over any other rune. Triumph. It's really, really good on Jhin. Because you deal bonus damage when an enemy is at a low amount of HP. It's really, really good to use on Jhin. So let's take a look at what happens here. As I said, like, this is just some early game Jhin. You know, we're getting wrecked. I'm just like, whatever. It's fine. There is no pressure for you to win early game. And that is the beauty of using my build. Again, my build is going to be, like, it's still the same. It's Infinity Edge. What is that item called? Infinity Edge, Storm Razor, Rapid Fire Cannon, Mortal Reminder, Static Shift. That is the build. You go for 3 energized items, and then for your boots, you go for Boots of Speed and Proto Belt. You can also get Stasis Enchant if you feel like you need it. That is the build, and it has always been my Jhin build. It has never really changed. So let's take a look at what happens. I'm probably dead. Wow, actually survived. No! Second ability, bloop, get the minion. You can use your second ability from a very long range on Jhin to get an important minion like that. You know, just because why not? Why would I lose that 85 gold? Just get it real quick with the second ability and go. So the first decent power spike with Jhin you get, and I'm saying decent because it's really not that good. It's just decent, is when you get the BF sword. BF sword gives you 40 attack damage, and you can get it for a pretty cheap price. You only need 1500 gold to get it, and in the beginning of the game you get 500 gold already, so you can actually get it quite early on in the game. So BF sword is the first power spike, and now your basic attacks and abilities are actually going to start to hurt quite a lot. So when you can get this item, go back and get it. This, as I said, this is your first power spike. It's really, really good to have and to utilize, because regardless of my build being a late game build, he's still strong in the early game because it's Jhin. That's how Jhin works. He's always going to be good in the early game. So look, boom! Your fourth shot deals so much damage. And now I'm kind of waiting for Keys to do like a... We did it here, and boom. Rooted, boom, boom, and he's dead. I waited for him to knock up the enemy before using my second ability because I trust Keys' Alistar. I know that he's going to go for it, so I was just waiting. Then he went for the flash knockup, and then I rooted the enemy. So obviously with Jin's root, you don't just randomly throw it, right? Because you're not going to hit it. You're just not going to hit it too often. Ooh. I should be fine here. I have a barrier. He used everything. I can even fight him, as you can see. Like, I'm not afraid. Look, boom, boom. I'm baiting him. Look. Boom. Boom. No way. Oh. Look at his HP. Look at his HP. Like, I can guarantee you he had less than 5 HP. Oh my god. I went for that kill because I just wanted to reach my late game Jhin, but I didn't get the kill. That's so incredibly sad. I have the Infinity Edge though. Again, this is not a major power spike yet. But it's good. It's a good power spike. Especially your 4th shot is gonna start to hurt a lot. Like after your initial Infinity Edge power spike, your 4th shot is gonna deal more damage because it's always gonna be a crit. So your 4th shot is gonna deal more damage, and that's like one of the powers of this build. Your 4th shot is gonna hurt a lot. And you pretty much always want to try to use your first ability before your 4th shot, because your 4th shot deals HP missing damage. Unless the enemy is full HP, then it doesn't really matter. But let's take a look at this fight. I'm just maintaining a distance. Boom, boom, boom. As you can see, I'm really not doing a lot here. That was a good route though, but you can clearly see I'm not doing that much right now. As I said, I'm not going to sugarcoat Jhin for you. Here you can see what I mean with using your first ability first. Oh, there we go. That was the important hit. All I had to do was hit that one and we got the kill. I'm not bothering to help him because I just want to push the wave here. Like, he's dead anyways. As I said, like, with my build, you want to reach the late game. That's the funny part. I've literally twisted Jhin's playstyle around. Because, you know, everyone will tell you Jhin early game, blah, blah, blah. And sure, you know, the builds with the Umos, Ghostblade, etc., are fine. But my build makes you a late game monster. And my build is going to allow you to deal 65,000 damage in a 20-minute game. So... if that's what you want to do, then you go for my build. If otherwise, like, you know what the thing is? If you don't go for my build, my Jhin videos are not going to help you that much. Like, sure, you'll still learn how to play him. But with the Umos Ghostblade and then lethality stuff build, you have to play him so differently. Like, basically, then you're playing around your abilities. Your abilities are going to do much more damage with the lethality items compared to your basic attack. So when you go for the lethality build, you're going to have lower cooldowns. So you can basically spam your first ability, your second ability, and your ultimate, I guess. And sure that those abilities are going to deal a lot of damage, but you're going to deal 0 damage to tanks with that build, basically. With my build, in the late game, you're going to shred through everyone. And you're going to be killing squishies from 50% HP with 1 shot. Look! Whoa! Look at that damage! There we go! There we go! I am already doing that much damage. And let me tell you another beautiful thing about this build, because there's one more thing that is amazing. Boom! I don't think we get this. Ah, we do actually, never mind. Boom. And boom. Yeah, we got it anyway. So, another beautiful thing about this build. The more attack speed you get, so items like the Storm Razor, Rapid Fire Cannon, Static Shift, these are all attack speed items, is going to give you bonus movement speed when you crit on an enemy. Listen carefully here. When you're full build, you're going to have 100% crit rate. So every single shot of yours is going to give you bonus movement speed. Every single shot. And what's going to happen in the late game, when you have all that attack speed, the amount of movement speed that you get is huge. For example, this enemy has an Olaf, and this enemy has a Thresh, and they have a set. These champions should never be able to catch me in the late game. That is also the beauty of this game. And yeah, our Ahri is kind of trolling. She was very low elo, but we all know how the matchmaking system works. She went Banshee's Veil first item on Ahri. She's 1 on 4 and she's not rotating, but it's okay. It is what it is. I'm playing Jhin. I'm on my comfort pick, so we're all good. So let's take a look at what happens here. Ooh, Olaf is going to be rough to deal with. Yeah. As you can see, I'm really just not doing that much here. Clearly, like, you see how I'm just not dealing a lot of damage right now? You see? Look at my traps were beautiful here, though. My traps were amazing. Come on. Yeah. Unfortunately, I was trying to click on my barrier, but my ultimate didn't deactivate fast enough for me to be able to click on my barrier. Otherwise, I would have survived here, but it is what it is. It's fine. Like, as I said, with my build, you're a late game Jhin, so you're... What? How did he hit him? You're going to be fine if you lose in the early game. So, as I said, don't pressure yourself too much in the early game. Just kind of do your thing. But I really recommend you to farm up and play him like a late game champion. Because with this build, you're going to destroy the enemy in the late game. And, you know, don't get mad. Like, as you can see, this game I have a really bad mid laner, but it's fine. I got my Storm Razor. And when you get the Storm Razor, that is basically the moment where you're going to start to get really strong, like really strong. This is already the moment where you're gonna start to get really strong, because your first shot is gonna burst really hard on the enemy. It's gonna do a lot of damage because of the Storm Razor. It's gonna do a lot of damage and it's gonna slow the enemy a little bit, but it's especially about the damage. So before this dragon, I would really love to get my Storm Razor, but I don't think we can contest this dragon, unfortunately. It's obviously a really important dragon, the 6% bonus damage. but we cannot contest it. It is what it is. He's going in. I'm waiting for my root. There we go. I hit it on the set when he landed. I had to flash away. Boom! I got the set from downtown. Look at that. As you can see, I cannot quite run away from the Olaf yet. Look, look, look. This right here, let me show you again. Let me show you again. Look at how I'm trying to kite the Olaf. Look. Look, look, look. Basic attack, run. Basic attack, run. Basic attack, run. You can clearly see it's not working, right? But I want you guys to imprint this in your head. What happened right here? Put it in your head, like imprint it in your head, and do not forget about this moment. And I'll remind you about it later on in the video, okay? Just, I'm telling you guys right now, put it in your head how I was trying to basic attack Olaf and run away. Just put it in your head. Not gonna tell you anything else. Just watch until the end. That's all I'm gonna tell you, and I'm gonna remind you, because I really want to convince you that this build is better, and I also want to teach you how to play this build, because you have to play this build correctly, otherwise it's not good. So as I said, playing late game Jhin is an incredibly hard task to do. Oops, let me see. Sorry, I had just one message that I had to read. So yeah, and when you play Jhin, by the way, you want to play him with champions that have CC, like Alistar, like Cannon, because obviously you can follow up with your second ability, which is also one of the big powers of Jhin. If your team already has CC, your chain CC is really, really big. Like if the Ahri charms them, I can just follow up with my root. Maybe he's dead. Root? I missed. As you can see, like hitting the root without CC is actually hard to do. Even for a Jhin player like me, it's really hard to do. So if one of your teammates actually does some CC and then you follow up, you're gonna have a much higher hit rate, and it should be nearly 100% really, because if an enemy is stunned, you can hit it for free, right? By the way, guys, make sure you like this video. It really helps the channel, and these Jhin videos are special to me. The only reason that I haven't made a montage for this video is because I have to go to another country tomorrow, and I'm basically preparing some videos for YouTube. So yeah, so that's the only reason why I didn't make a cool montage for this one. But normally I would have always done that. Look at the amount of gold that I have, by the way. I have a lot of gold. And for some reason our Ahri went for Rod of Ages second item. Yeah, it's a bit questionable, but you know, he does his thing, I do my thing, and we're all gonna be good. Third item, rapid fire cannon, by the way, and this is now you are entering the late game moment. Now you're entering the moment where you're gonna get a whole lot of movement speed. And see, the beauty about boots of speed is the boots by themselves are bad. They're useless, really. They're pretty useless because they only give you like 10 bonus movement speed. But Jhin gets bonus scaling movement speed. So whenever you crit on an enemy, you get like a percentage amount of bonus movement speed. There you go, I hit that one. Pooh. So that percentage also scales with the 10 movement speed. So that 10 is going to become 20, for example, when you get 100% bonus movement speed. So that's where it becomes worth. Easy dodge, by the way. In this game in particular, by the way, I'm not going for the rapid fire cannon third item, and the reason is because the enemies are very tanky. Thresh is full armor. Set has armor. They have more enemies with armor. I remember that they had a lot of armor. Who was it? Who was the other one with armor? Well, we'll see sooner or later, but basically the enemies had a lot of armor. That is why in this scenario, I'm skipping my rapid fire cannon, and instead I'm just going for the mortal reminder. Here I'm basically waiting for keys on the Alistar to go in, and then I'm gonna do my route, right? Like that's the whole point. So here I'm waiting yet again. He goes in, knocks him back, and well, he flashed away, so that's fine for us, I guess. Look at his damage. Boom! There it is. 2 items, by the way. This is only 2 items. You're gonna one-shot an enemy from 50% HP when you have 5 items. Just so you guys know. This is only 2 items, me dealing this much damage. Boom. Boom. Avoiding his true damage. Rooting him, of course, as we can. Boom, boom, boom. There we go. Got the kill. Triumph healed me up. That's why you want to run Triumph. Look, every single kill or assist gives me a healing from Triumph as well. That's the beauty of it. So Triumph is a really, really good rune on Jhin. It adds 3% bonus damage when an enemy is low, and it heals you up. So here we're basically doing Baron and Dragon. Me as a Jhin can take the Dragon really fast because Jhin is pretty fast at doing these kinds of things. So boom, 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 and boom. There we go. Now I'm gonna go to the Baron, help them out, and we should be able to get both of them. Perhaps a bit risky though, but we should be. There we go. Boom. And boom, he's dead. There we go. I have my ultimate as well if necessary. But as I said, like with this build, your ult is really not gonna deal a lot of damage. Your ultimate is kind of a finisher, because the ultimate deals more damage if the enemy is at a low amount of HP. But yeah, with this build, your ultimate is really not gonna hurt a lot. Like, I'm gonna be real honest with you guys. Your ultimate is not gonna hurt a lot. You're reliant on your basic attacks, but that's not a problem. Trust me. Like, let's take a look at just one attack. Look, boom, rooted, boom, first ability, and he's dead. There we go. There we go. And now I can get a rapid fire cannon. Oh baby, guys. Oh baby. I believe that's my 4th item already. And oh baby, we're approaching 5 item Jhin. And you guys know what's gonna happen. Like, up until this point of the game, I haven't done a lot of damage yet. But that moment is gonna start to come, guys. That moment is gonna start to come. The damage moment. I'm level 14. We've approached late game Jhin. I only need 1 more item, but I'm on 4 items right now. And I can basically poke a squishy enemy from super far away. And that is also like one of the points of this build. In the late game, because of the rapid fire cannon and the energized items, you can poke an enemy from super far away. And now, especially with your 4th shot, boom! This guy is not squishy, that's why I'm not hurting him. But if you hit a squishy enemy, you're gonna deal massive damage. Massive, massive damage. But a Thresh with like 3 armor items obviously is not gonna take a lot of damage. Using my Protobot to run away. Boom. Look, 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 I'm kiting around. Look at him, look at this, look at this. And he's dead. Look. Look at that damage. I mean, I'm using my ult here. Again, it's not gonna do a lot. It's just, I guess, why not? Boom. Actually, I killed Seth. Wow. I killed him because the 4th shot of the ultimate deals more damage. Damn. Wait for it, wait for it. Boom. Wait for it. Is this gonna be the moment where... Okay, look. No, this is not the moment, I think. No, actually, look. No, not yet. Sorry. The moment is gonna come later. I'm not gonna tell you yet. But yeah, look. Look at what I'm doing to them. I can get my static shift as well. The amount of damage that you do, and especially when you get a static shift, the amount of movement speed that you get, and these are things that not many people tell you about, right? Like, many people talk about Jhin, how to combo his abilities, how to hit his abilities, blah, blah, blah. But there is so many important things about Jhin, like the movement speed passive. The more attack speed you get, the more movement speed you get. This you can utilize with my build, because my build incorporates a lot of attack speed. You're gonna get an incredible amount of attack speed, movement speed every single time you get. So right now, I'm gonna get a static shift, which means I'm gonna have 100% crit. And let's take a look at my passive. I believe I will take a look at it now. Wait. No. Come on. To see how much movement speed you get. Yeah, there we go. How much was it? It was written here. 46. If I crit an enemy, I am gonna get 46% bonus movement speed. 46. I'm gonna repeat. 46. So look. Boom. Look at the movement speed. Look at it. Look at it. Look at Olaf. Olaf cannot chase me anymore, basically. If Olaf ults me now, he can never catch up to me. I'm just much faster. Look, look, look. Look. This is what I mean. You see how I'm just able to get a brand to 30% health like that? So again, I'm gonna kite the enemy. Boom. Look, movement speed. Using your ult is very dangerous with this build, by the way. But again, the movement speed. Boom. I got the turret. Boom. Just the damage. Are you guys seeing what I'm trying to talk about here? You can basically permanently run around the enemies. They are never gonna catch up to you unless they chain CC you, of course. But they shouldn't be able to reach you with this build because you're so incredibly fast. So let's take a look at. Let's just take a look at how some teamfights are gonna go. I'm not afraid. Look, I'm just not afraid of them. 3rd ability for the vision. Boom, he knocks him up, root, and he's dead. He's dead. Yep, boom, there we go. Look, I'm maintaining a distance. I can always catch up. This is of course a big slow, but I can pretty much always catch up if I want to. Look at how aggressive I'm playing. Boom, another hit. I'm not afraid. Look, I'm literally not afraid of them. Look at how close I can get to them and get away with it. Look at it, look at it. Boom, I'm going on the Olaf. Oh, he actually dodged that beautifully. Boom, boom. Using my barrier to block the brand damage, by the way. That was a good barrier, because if I didn't do that, I would have taken a lot of damage right there. Boom, root him, of course, and he's dead as well. Like any stuns, roots, charms, anything from your team, you can just very easily follow up with your root. That's the value that you provide as a Jhin. And you have to do that. If you don't do that, you're missing out a large portion of Jin's kit. So you have to do that. I believe this is gonna be the bomb. Yeah, look, 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 look. He's gonna try to chase me. Look, look at it, look at it. He's gonna try to chase me. Look at this. I want you guys to look at what happens. Look. Movement speed, movement speed. Look. He cannot catch up to me. He can never catch up to me. Never. Look. He will never, ever, ever be able to get on top of me. Why? Because I'm faster than him. I'm literally much faster. Same goes against the Singed, by the way. Singed is a bit of an exception because he's incredibly fast, but if you kite him properly and the Singed doesn't have a massive amount of movement speed, you can run away, hit basic attacks, and constantly run away from him. That's how fast this build makes you. And especially if you're able to get the Cloud Dragon as well, then it's gonna be like an absolute fiesta if you can get the Cloud Dragon too, because then you're gonna have even more movement speed. It's gonna be 6% and then 12% out of combat, but that 6% is gonna scale up again, as I said. Boom! Look, boom, boom, and boom. Even a tank is taking a lot of damage from me. Look at this. Boom! There we go. Another kill. Wow. Who would have thought late game Jhin, guys? It's so satisfying to be playing Jhin in the late game. So powerful. Boom, boom, boom. I mean, to be honest, we should just get the Baron. I could secure the Baron anyways. So, I mean, Camille can too. So we can just get the Baron. Boom. But I want to poke them here to keep them out of it. Boom! And that's like 1,000 damage done to the set right there. He's knocked up. I actually missed. Wow, unbelievable. Even if they took it, it didn't matter. Look at this, look at this. Yeah, I'm gonna kill Dakshan. I'm gonna kill this guy, whatever it takes. Look at this. One shot, he's dead. There we go, I knew it. From like 25%, it's a one shot. You will just easily one shot there. Boom. Again, your only real weakness would be tanks. As you can see, my shot only dealt like 25% of his HP, which is obviously a lot, but it's nothing compared to what you're going to be doing to squishies. 16 on 4, 65,000 damage Jhin game, guys. And I really hope you enjoyed watching it. So let's take a look at how much damage I did. Let's take a look at how much damage. $65,000. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. And yeah, I will see you all in the next Wild Rift video. Bye bye.